Kingpvz, welcome back to another video. Now this time it's finally something useful on my channel, because as I know everyone wants to make Hardbass. So why shouldn't I tell you how to, right? Welcome to the easiest, simplest and most complicated as well Hardbass tutorial there is. So this is FL Studio. In case you have never seen it, that's a problem. In case you do not use FL Studio but you use a different DAW, I mean, technically it will work the same, except you will have to work with different interface, so you won't be able to follow me. But all the plugins we are about to use are VSTs, so there should not be a single problem. But before we get to that, I don't want to confuse you, so let's begin with drums, shall we? The thing is that I use a plugin which is not VST as I promised, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. First of all, create a new pattern and name it, for example, drums, because that's what we are gonna do. Next, don't forget to organize everything. Rename this track to drums or something. And put this here, like this. But before we begin, we will need some drum samples. So we will go here, and the first thing that we will need is a good, hard kick. Simple as that. You hear this? That's perfect. Drag it in. Next, a snare to fill it up. So we go and find a snare. Boom! Great one. So we already have the most important drums. Let's open our piano roll, start with our kicks and put them in arrangement. This is the simplest thing you can do. You just, well, now you do this. And what I like to do is put an extra kick on the end, so it sounds good. Finally, we add the snares. And they should be on every second beat. And again, don't forget to add them everywhere you can. That's right. And now we have a beat. It's so simple. However, this is not very Hardbass yet. We will need something to fill it up. And this is where heads come to play. Find a head. An open head is perfect. You drag it in, you go here, and you see these empty spaces. Well, you fill them up. And again, you do it all. But what I like to do is on the last one, just double it. This is where it comes. It's no longer empty. And it sounds good. And this end is a break. And breaks are good. To end it all with the drums, this is already finished. We'll need something that will start our adventure to a new tact, to a new part of the song. This is called a crash. So you got the cymbals. I will use some Cymatics one because all the FL Studios are bad. Boom! And now we play it all together. It's so simple! Alright, but this is still not Hardbass. The most important part of Hardbass is, well, you know it, it's a donk. A donk. Is this little thing? You can use whatever donks you like. If you do not have a donk, you can watch some videos to either create your own one or find some on the internet. I'm sure you will find a lot of donk samples. I mean, these essential ones are really good. Boom, donk 5 is what we're going with. So, we have created a new pattern called donk 5, well, because it automatically assigns the name. Now, what you will need is a really good melody. A melody that's not very complicated, so people can remember it, but at the same time, it's very complex, so it's interesting. So I'll try to come out with something and then I will be back. Boom, and there we go. You see, it's simple. It's all simple. However, we are not yet finished. You see, it sounds good, however, it misses something. There is something that is still not there, and it should be there. And this is why we use the sidechain. I will use kickstart, because, well, everyone uses kickstart. 10 times better. However, the kickstart is cool, however it's not enough. It's not everything you need. So let's put kickstart on top, of course, and let's put in something that will make our donk sound more. I think this one is reverb. I think this is definitely a reverb. It is! Alright, well, I didn't even know I have this plugin, but I guess I do. You see, it sounds way more interesting this way. Remove any delay. We do not want delay, we just want to increase the size and the width. Now you can see, it's not so hard, however it sounds good. Boom, now we have our basic beat. Don't forget one little thing that you will need to make good hard bass, and it is the bass. And bass, because it's hard bass, literally what do you want about that? We will take our serum, we will wait until it loads, and here we will do the single thing. Disable everything but a sub and put it down, so we barely hear it. And don't forget to copy all of your notes to the new made subtrack. You now have an instant simple bass. One might not hear it, you will need some better headphones for that, but there is a bass and it sounds good. What I like to do is also remove this part. You see, it leaves some time for the donks to do their thing. The last thing we have to do is make it unique. Well, unique is a word you should not use for this, because it's definitely not unique since everyone is doing it. However, it simply feels like you've put more effort to it. So you see, we grab a donk, here it is, and you reverse it. For no reason in particular. You do it, and you do not ask any questions. And now you put it wherever you feel it fits. This doesn't, however here it might. Yeah, and change the volume to be lower because it's annoying. But here, maybe, you have to experiment with music. So you'll have to find where it fits. It simply makes it interesting more. So here we go, and this is pretty much everything we need. Now, what else do we need? We need to finish off the track. Now we have our beat, now we have our melody, and we even have the reverse donks. What's the last thing we need? Arrangement. So I'll be back after I arrange this confusing piece of something. So I guess it would be done. You see, I added a few more things to make it more interesting. But still, this is not my style. Which I have to say that I can make my style next time. So far, here is the finished track. So yeah, I guess that would be it. I mean, I showed you all the important aspects of a Hardbass track. However, as I said, this is not my style, and I make hardbass very differently, as you can know. Also, my genre, metalcore, sounds very different. However, for a pilot episode or something, I guess this is enough. You see, this is not very hard to make. It took me only 36 minutes, and it kinda sounds already good, like a beginner hardbass, but you know, without beginning, you cannot progress. So next time, in a hardbass tutorial, I will try to make my style and teach you how do I make it and how does it sound like my style. But I guess that it won't be such a short video as this one. Anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching. Leave your comments down below, tell me what do you think, how do you like this piece? Because if you don't like it, I guess you are here just because of my style or just because you wanted to learn the basics. The basics, here we go. If you want my style, we'll see you next time. That's it from me, thank you everyone so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!